I don't know what happened. Hopefully that uploaded, or that will upload. Anyhow, going to get a card for the numerology deck by Michelle Buchanan. Wow. What? 37, timeout. Yeah. You need some rest. You need to step away and take some time for yourself. I think that's what it's saying. 3 and 7 is 10. 10 reduces to 1. So this is about taking time for yourself. 37. Very nice. Timeout. Vision quest. Timeout. That makes sense, right? This card indicates a time to take time out from your busy schedule. Take the hustle and bustle of life away. Perhaps you've been working too hard, or you have a lot going on. Maybe you've been tired, irritable, and anxious, or generally feeling unwell, or Mercury Retrograde. If you've been under stress of any kind or have been spending time in a negative or toxic environment, you must remove yourself from the situation to heal and recharge. So it's telling you to just take a step back. It's not telling you to go away, and it's not telling you to stop seeing your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or, quit your husband or whatever. It's just telling you to step away a little bit. Take time for yourself to recharge and to listen to those messages. It's the perfect time to take a vacation. Even a day or two will revitalize and recharge your soul. Well, yes, look, it's time. You can do that now. This spring break or Passover right now. You don't necessarily need to leave your home. You could just laze around the house and unplug your computer and phone. I know that's right. Having an energy healing, a massage, a facial, soaking in the hot tub, taking a walk in nature, soaking your feet if you can't do nothing else. Get a basin and put some water and soak your feet. Watching a movie, reading a good book. These are perfect ways to unwind, center yourself, and feel a sense of renewal. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to take time out for you. If you're feeling overwhelmed, uncertain, or confused, the answers will present themselves during your quiet time. Clarity comes from silence, and order follows peace. So step away from the stress and find your inner sanctuary. The affirmation for this is, I take time out for myself and rebalance my body and my life. Ashe. Always ask for divine order to be established in your life and in this situation. Asking for the outcome for the best of all the parties involved. Pray for healing. Pray for strength. Pray for clarity for yourself and for whoever else you feel needs a special prayer right now. Okay? So, take some time for yourself so that you can regroup. You can't help anybody if you're not, doing that well yourself. Okay? When people need help, you need to be able to, if you want to help them, you should be in as good a shape physically, mentally, and spiritually as you can be. It may come without notice. That's how come we have to keep ourselves prayed up, they say, in prayer. But if you're going to go to help a friend, if you're going to go to extend extend assistance to someone at this time or in any time, make sure that you heal yourself, or at least keep in touch with source. All right, ask the divine to help you help them, and to protect you from any negativity that you may encounter when you go to help your friend. I don't know, somebody needed to hear that part. But just stay prayed up and stay protected and ready to help whenever you can. But don't forget to take time for yourself, and take time to schedule yourself a vacation. Take 1 or 2 days if that's all you can afford, if that's all you can do. Get out in nature. Maybe you take your friend or whoever's stressing out. Years ago, a friend of mine, her husband passed away. And they had the funeral, let's say Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 of us in the car, Atlantic City. Including her? Yes, the widow and her friends. And we just hit the gas and went to Atlantic City. And it really helped her a lot because she wasn't alone. She had other things to think about. Betting, gambling. Water was right there so she could take a walk by the pier. And it was her suggestion. So, perhaps some people might have thought that was appropriate. But we all did. We were like, hey, yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. And we did that. And it really helped her a lot. She was so happy. We spent 2 nights. Getting complimentary meals because of the gambling and previous gambling, because everybody had cards and all of that. Rooms. We got rooms and we stayed and we had a really great time driving up, driving back, lots of good conversation. Yes, a couple of tears here and there because, we all knew her husband. But he wouldn't have wanted us to be sitting around doing nothing either. He wouldn't have wanted her sitting there all crying out and all that. He would have wanted her to do exactly what she did, and that's what they did. That's what we did. And she didn't have children and things like that either. So it was just her and him. So after she took care of whatever she needed to take care of for him, let's go. And so we did. And it was a great time. So what I'm saying is that listen to what your friend needs. Don't always have to make suggestions. Someone around you is facing some difficulties, having a hard time. But who's to say what's an appropriate thing to do? It's up to the person who's experiencing it, what they need. And just be prepared to help where you can. But nothing is inappropriate, because it's what their spirit needs, and just to be able to articulate a need clearly in a time when they're discouraged, when they're down. No need to be judgmental. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. So, postcards from Spirit, you got 2 here, Taurus. So, this one says, with love. Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind the actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it'll bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you? Towards joy? Towards discovery, growth, or adventure? Participating in something compelling and meaningful without having to try to define it. If you can step forward, surrender to whatever Spirit has in store for you, you'll be amazed on how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to Spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. So this is a message, I think, about not prejudging your actions or the actions of other people, like I was talking about. See what your motives are, check on them, and turn it over to God. Doesn't mean that it's a bad motive, it just is the motive. And maybe, just like I was saying about my friend, that might be what you need at that time. That will be what you need to do. If you stay in prayer, if you stay in touch with Source, with your ancestors, and you are open to their messages, then you don't have to justify your actions to anybody. It's between you and Jesus. Anyway, dearest you, this one says, you are loved. Dearest you, we are here on the other side, and we have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and to birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect of love. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other or separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you. Always and forever. We just adore you over here. That's beautiful. So, check your motivation, right? So if your motivation is love, what would love do? That's a good question. So I guess there's a reason why you got 2 cards. So, Libra, ignore me, Mercury retrograde. So, not even Libra. Oh my God, Taurus, I'm so sorry. Somebody got so freaked out when I made a mistake a couple of months ago. I think I called out Gemini at the end of the Cancer reading, and they were like freaking out like, listen, if the message resonates, I'm not here, telling your fortunes and stuff like that. I'm giving you messages. Sometimes a fortune might come out here and there, but this is a message from Spirit about what it is that you need to do to get yourself ready for the work that God has for you to do. So don't get caught up in the little, the little details of the nonsense. Like, oh, you don't shuffle on camera. Well, look at what happens when how much time do I have, How much room do I have? Really? Do you think I have time to really sit up here and do this? What's the motivation? What would be the motivation for anybody to do that? But in my case, what? This is not about money or any of that, which, money is a good thing and all, but I've already had my career. I'm retired. I do this because I want to. I could not do this another day and my bills will still be paid. And I'll still, thank God, have a roof over my head. But, of course, it helps. But it's not rolling in like that. And then when time comes and it does roll in like that, well, thank you, Egun, thank you, thank God, thank the ancestors, thank everybody. I'm grateful every single day. But that's not the motivation for this. Motivation is love. Motivation is doing what it is that my spirit said that they want me to do, because I had the time to do it and I had the resources to do it. And I just thank God I have the resources and that I have the time. And I just hope for the energy on the days when I don't have that much. And I appreciate it. That's why I try to get as many done as I can when I have that burst of energy like I do today. But, people, let's not be petty. Let's not be petty. These messages that you get here on YouTube from all of these readers, this is free. These are gifts. Stop criticizing. If you think you can do better, go to the store or switch on Amazon like everybody else does. Get yourself some cards or start channeling spirit, whatever it is that you think that you can do better than the people who are here giving of themselves, their time, their energy. Do it yourself. Ain't nobody stopping you. Because there'll be different messages from different people all over the place. And there are all these different countries that people are watching from. Oh my goodness. Trinidad and Tobago, the United Kingdom, Australia, United States, of course, Canada. Oh my goodness. Oh, so many different places. Sri Lanka. Just amazing. But none from Panama. I want to know what's up with that. But, it's like there's so many ears out here and so many hearts out here. Feel free to do your thing. Stop harassing these people who are doing their best out here. This is a lot to do. 12 messages. Sometimes some of these readers I see they're doing every single day. Each sign, or at least fire, water, air, and earth. Those type of groupings, and they're doing it on different platforms, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and this and that. Be thankful and be grateful. Even if you don't want to be thankful to the person who's giving you the message, be thankful for the message. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of energy. It does. It's like getting up on Sunday morning and preaching a sermon. And you want people to do that 12 times in a day, or, 4 days, three a week. It takes a lot of energy. It really, really does. Anyway, that's the rant I didn't need to do. So those of you who needed to hear that, spread it to your friends. If it didn't resonate with you, share it with other people, the entire video, all these messages. And we thank you. I thank you so much for allowing me to share these messages with you, because it's a pleasure and it's an honor. So, thanks for working with me. Thanks for working with Egun. And we'll be talking to you all soon, all right? So enjoy the rest of your week. If you're on spring break from school, enjoy yourself, behave, no drinking and driving. And I'll see you all in the middle of May for your love bite. So this reading now is going to take you to the end of May. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'll be back in the middle of April. We're just beginning April. Okay, in the middle of April, I'll be back in order to do your love bites. All right, and I'll see you in May for your June reading. General. All right, these are all general readings. All right, so some parts of it may or may not resonate. Don't forget to give me a comment, send me an email, let me know what you think. And I'll be talking to you all soon. Let me see if I can put this together and make it one long video. Hopefully I can. So I'll be speaking to everybody soon. Love you guys. Be well. Bye.